Good morning, children. Now we finished with lesson 4. Today we are going to start with the revision of lesson 3, that is measurement. A quantity that can be measured is called physical quantity. So any quantity which we can measure is called physical quantity, like the length of a piece of cloth, the time at which the school begins, and the volume of petrol are all physical quantities. And here we are going to study about some physical quantities like length, mass, time, area, and temperature. Length is the distance between 2 points. So the distance between 2 points, if these are 2 points, the distance between these 2 points is called length. And the 2 points can be the end of your book, ends of your ruler, or at 2 corners of a room, or at the top and bottom of a curtain. And if we talk about in geometry, we say length and breadth of a rectangle, or height of a pole, or the diameter of a circle, or the thickness of an object. But measuring these quantities is just measuring the distance between 2 points, and hence they are all measurements of length. And when these 2 points are far apart, then we refer to as distance. Like we say the distance between Chandigarh and Garhshankar is 90 kilometers. We don't say length from Garhshankar to Chandigarh is 90 kilometers. We say distance between Garhshankar and Chandigarh is 90 kilometers because this distance is more, or these 2 points are far away from each other. Then mass. Mass is the property of a physical body. And we've already learned that the amount of matter contained in a body is called its mass. And in everyday language, we make use of the term weight instead of mass. And these two are two different physical quantities. The weight of the body is the pull, or you can say the force of gravity with which that body is attracted towards the earth. And this pull depends upon the mass of the body. More the mass of the body, more is the weight. And if it is less mass, less is the weight. Then time. Unlike mass and length, time is difficult to define. We become aware of it by changing positions or changing events. For example, the apparent movement of sun across the sky, or the change of day and night. Down the ages, man has measured time by natural events that occur at regular intervals. So earlier man used to measure time by the natural events that occurred at regular intervals. Such events are called periodic, like the periodic movement or the motion of the earth around the sun. And this periodic motion takes 1 year. And the movement of the moon around the earth, and this takes 1 month. Then the rotation of the earth around its axis, it takes 1 day. And now we use atomic vibrations or oscillations to measure time, because these are more regular than the periodic motions of the heavenly bodies. Then area. it is the measure of the region enclosed or inside the closed lines. The region which is inside the closed lines is called the area. Like circle, square, rectangle and triangle are some of the examples of the figures formed by closed lines, and the areas of such figures are calculated with the help of formulae. Temperature, we often use the word hot, cold, hotter or colder while referring to things around us. For example, we say that ice cream is cold and a cup of tea is hot. We also say that it is hotter in May than in March. And the physical quantity we use to measure the hotness or coldness of the body is called temperature. And the temperature of an object is the measure of its degree of hotness and coldness. So, temperature of the body measures the degree of its hotness and coldness. Measuring a physical quantity. To measure a physical quantity, we have to compare it with the known physical quantity, and that known quantity is called unit of measurement. Suppose we want to measure the length of a room, and this length of a room is an unknown quantity. So first we choose some standard length with which we can compare the length of the room. Say we make use of 1 meter as a known quantity, or we take a meter scale with which we measure the length of the room. And let us choose this as our unit of length. Then we compare the length of the room with this unit. Suppose we find that the length of the room is 5.4 times the unit. Then we say the length of the room is 5.4 meters. In this example, the length of the room is a physical quantity. The measured value in this case is 5.4 meters, and it is called magnitude of the physical quantity. So length is physical quantity and 5.4 is the magnitude of physical quantity. Thus, magnitude has two parts, a number and a unit. Number is 5.4, unit is meter. And remember, the magnitude of physical quantity consists of a number and a unit.